Few days after we relocated from Canada to Asia, my husband never came back home that night. I was worried, very worried. The following morning, I woke up to find out at his work if they have information since his phone was not going through. His office is one of those fancy tall glass buildings. When I went inside, I saw him through the glass door. He didn't notice me. I requested from his receptionist to see him. He told me it was over. I must go back to Canada and be in a relationship with his brother. I tried to explain my side of the story. I tried to explain of what happened, but he left me there. He said I must go back to Canada. He is not interested. He never came back home to our apartment. It's when I realized that I have to go back home. It's over. It's really, really over. As I was preparing to go back home in Canada, I was walking in town. A man in front of me slipped and fell. He was in pain. His leg was broken. He couldn't walk. I tried to call the ambulance, but there was a delay. I ended up calling the meter taxi because the man was in pain. The man was screaming and crying. I ended up going to the hospital with him. I know I had no business with that man, but I was trying to help him. I don't know why, but I felt like it was my responsibility since it was me and him in that street. He requested for my phone numbers so that he can call me as soon as he is out of that hospital bed. I told him that I was going to change my numbers anyway as soon as I arrive in Canada. I felt like he wanted too much because all I wanted was just to help him. Touchdown in Canada. They say home is a place where you console yourself. It's a place where you wipe all your tears. It's a place where you mend the broken heart. But what I expected didn't happen because my friends and some of my family members who are jealous, they were laughing at me. Life was hard because I left my job to relocate with a man who was getting paid a big salary check. I tried so hard to get a job in a field of my expertise, but I was not lucky at all. I decided to swallow my pride. Why not? I swallowed my pride. I took a job of being a waiter in a restaurant. It was hard serving people, but I kept on with faith that one day I will find a job of my qualifications. As I was still frustrated and stressed, one of the days my ex-husband visited the restaurant with his girlfriend. Boom! He requested from the manager that he wanted to be served by me. He was making fun of me. I remember he was on a live video talking to his girlfriend that the girl in the background used to be my wife. When he was my wife, she had everything. Look at her now. She's wiping tables. His girlfriend went mad and left him at the table, saying, "How can you make fun of someone in a live video?" Few minutes later, I was called by the manager, telling me that there is someone on the phone for me. When I answered, it was the person I once assisted when he had an accident. He told me that he saw me at the background of my ex-husband live video, and he got very excited because he had been looking for me all over after I assisted him. Boom! From bad day to a blessing day. You are not going to believe it. He said he wanted to thank me. He said it's payback time. He offered me a job. He said, with your qualifications, I will train you for a management position. I was so happy. I was excited. I went back to Asia with the smile on my face. Last time I was in Asia, I was crying like nobody's business. I was happy. I was excited. You are not going to believe what happened. When I arrived in Asia, the company that I was hired by It's the company where my husband was working. And the guy who hired me, it's the owner of that company. I was so excited. I was trained to be my ex-husband boss. When I was working fully on that position of being a boss, it felt good to order him around. Like, my life changed drastically. I was able to rent my own apartment, buy and pay installment of my own car, afford whatever that my heart wanted or my heart wished for. My life changed. I was happy. I was very happy. You know what? From that day, I've realized that as a woman, I don't need to depend to a certain man. I can work hard. I can have my own things. I can achieve whatever that I want to achieve. And at the end of the day, I need to be kind to other people. That's the end of our story. We shall see you on the other stories. Buzz SA to social media, to all social media platforms. Please follow us. We love you.